Now I'm going to continue where I was, but I was made when there was just darkness, no stars formed like in a universe yet. So it's like what you people are doing is beyond disrespectful, it's beyond hateful, hurtful, it's beyond um traumatizing. Okay? And you're doing it because you want to see some form of drama or trauma on my face. Because you get kicks out of torturing people. And you know what? That's in your DNA. That's the thing. What's in your DNA don't make me shit. That's not in mine. I don't operate like that. I don't do things like that to other people. I am not trying to hurt nobody to get no blessings. I know how to generate blessings myself. And I'm sorry. What y'all folk don't understand is when you do a whole lot of fucking, guess what goes? Your brain. That's why you can't think. That's why you can't manifest nothing. You know? Because your nerves are wired for your addictions. And you don't want to take the time out to deal with your addictions, your traumas, and you don't want to stay away from drama or trauma-filled people. You don't want to step away from your environment to understand that, hey, this environment isn't a great environment for me. Like if you can't sit in the dark, if you can't sit in the quiet, if you cannot become one and in peace with yourself, because self is going to tell you what you need to work on. And that's a lot of people. And the reason why you have to do that, your body is a system, just like a computer system. It can take but so much. Whatever operating system was bought, and whatever operating system you have is according to how long your soul has lived. And you could be a first soul, you could be a 10th soul, you could be a 5th soul, you could be a 18th soul, but you are not a 22 soul. I am the longest living spirit and soul. Period. There's no way around it. And I know I'm the only one holding the highest frequency. And I know I am the highest rank everywhere. I'm not talking about just everywhere on this planet. I'm talking about everywhere in the universe. Okay? And this is what I need for people to really grasp and understand. I came back from 10 blood transfusions. That means my hemoglobin was less than 7.5, 10 times. I restored myself with God's help. I restored myself from car accidents. I restored myself from physical deaths. I restored myself from multiple, countless surgeries. I worked through every form of trauma, every form of drama. And if you want to call it karma, you can. But what I want to tell people is what God told me. I came into this world with no karma. You only accumulate karma when you do fucked up shit to people. And you have to pay for it each life. And you folks know that. And you've been doing shit to circumvent paying for your karma. And you people have gotten away with it for 500 to almost 10,000 years. And you thought you perfected the game. And you would use other gods until you got to me. This has been done before. That's what God tells me all the time. Okay? But I'm the breaking point. I'm the tipping point. I'm the threshold that you cannot cross. Okay? All right? Because I know how to transform, transmute, translate, communicate, and demonstrate all in one person. I can be a student and teach you. But what a lot of you have a problem with is the fact that I'm actually right on what I say and how I teach it. And I might not teach it the way that you want me to teach it. I might not say it the way you want me to say it. But that's not the point. The point is, I want everybody that's listening to me to get it. I don't care if it's a child all the way to a 120-year-old person. And everybody don't go to church. Everybody's not spiritual. Everybody's not religious. Everybody don't step foot in something. Okay? So it's easier just to state it plain and to let people know. And then God is just like this. We created all the damn words, so cursing that ain't shit. That's just a cuss word. You know? Bad things are when you curse, C-U-R-S-E a person, and you hex a person, and you bind a person, and you do illegal, forbidden magic on people. Necromancy. Okay? Baneful magic. Evil eye, somebody to fucking death. Alright? Glamour magic, somebody to death. Everything has a limit. And the whole point is, you cross all the goddamn limits. With all the other gods, all your ancestors, and with me. And then let me take it a step further, just so y'all motherfuckers can understand. You crossed it planetary-wise on Earth. And then you reached past the limit universal-wise. Haven't you seen documentaries on the universe? The universe is big. You fucked that up. You fucked that up to the point where it was bleeding into other planets. You fucked that shit up so bad to where not just one God, but two gods, all the gods called on me at the same time. Woke my black ass up out my sleep. Do you know beforehand, when I was going through all kinds of shit from y'all people, and I would survive, and I would learn, and I would grow, and God would say, hey, you too far ahead of your time. I'm talking about 20 to 25 years ahead of my time, because I came here already equipped as a child, ready to handle grown-up shit. But you know what the grown-up said? Oh, we don't want to worship a child. We don't want to take orders from a kid. And God was looking at it like, and God had specific things that he and she said, you're not worshiping a child. You're not taking orders from a child. This child carries the frequency of all the gods to restore. This child is a gift to this world to help it out. It needs help. Okay? This child carries my voice, my feelings, my will. So I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I'm still putting everything in this child. Because this child still won't step across certain thresholds because she listens to me. She honors my requests, and she does not ignore what I say, and she's not disrespectful to me. And God will say, I know. I talk to her and she listens. And you know, when your ancestors have talked to you, and when the gods have talked to you, you've blatantly just totally ignored them and disrespected them, and you wonder why you lost your rank as a god. You wonder why you've been reduced to fallen angels. You wonder why you've been reduced further than that, down to demons. You wonder why you're not getting no downloads no more. You're wondering why you can't tap into me no more. You're wondering why you're not getting none of the blessings that you used to get. And you're wondering why your tactics aren't working anymore. It's because everyone is tired of being disrespected. You see, spirit, the unseen, heaven, even hell, mirrors Earth. It mirrors all the planets. All right? This planet is a blessing or a lesson for you. And let me tell you how you get your blessings: through people. How you get your lessons? Through people. And some people are only able to offer either or. I am one of the exceptions that can offer both blessings and lessons because of the longevity of my soul, because of my DNA and activations, and because of the information that I can tap into that I don't have to like read 20 goddamn books to figure out. It's like I can get one concept and be like, okay, I got it. I understand this. They'll download some shit. Okay, I got it. I understand this. Then they'll give me a tingling. Oh, that goes back to this right here. I understand this. Like that. And it's all to correct what you fucked up. That doesn't mean that you keep fucking up shit. That doesn't mean that you keep attacking a person. That doesn't mean that, like, when you want to sexually do something to somebody else or to yourself for it to affect another person in a negative way, that is still rape. It's energetic rape. It's spiritual rape. It's soul rape. And you know that. It's no difference than physical rape. They all take energy. Like, God is real cut and dry with the shit. I know why everybody was fucking with me, because I'm the truth and I'm love. That means what? I gotta have some form of compassion, empathy, sympathy, a heart, okay? And I can't lie, because I'm used for other shit. Okay? Heaven-wise, spirit-wise, even hell-wise, because even hell has a court, just like Earth has a court. Guess. So, what the fuck do y'all think is going on here? You're getting judged by all of them. Okay? And then you looking at it like you can stop what's going on with me. You know why you can't? Because you ain't activate me. You ain't birth me. You ain't give me my soul or my spirit. You ain't my daddy like that. I am activated by my celestial father and my celestial mother. Not none of y'all people. None of you. And when you have a spiritual title and you abuse it, and you think you're not going to get in trouble for that, it's like, what world are you living in? Do you really think that you're sneaking past God? God doesn't care if you go to church or not. God doesn't care if you got the fanciest clothes on or not. God doesn't care if you got the biggest house or you living in a damn shack. What did Jesus do? He roamed the motherfucking earth. He went places. He spread the love. Okay? Jesus wasn't out here saying, give me all you got. Let me take everything from you. I don't give a fuck about you. And if you make it or if you live, and bitch, you deserve to die. No, Jesus ain't saying no shit like that. Mary won't saying no shit like that. Don't none of the gods even say no shit like that. Like, literally, there is information in history. It's like, you know who the gods are. I'm talking about not just in history. You know who all of them are today, living in their actual vessels. How do you think you found me? you have the information that tells you you are not to touch me, violate me, hurt me, or use me in any shape, form, or fashion. And you did it anyway. And then once you figured out, well, God is allowing it, I'm going to just keep on doing it. Did you ever think that God had a reason why he was allowing it? And I told everybody why God allowed it. He has to trap your energy. Now, Mother and Father God or any of the gods, they're all energy because they were not here. Their artifacts and different things were here, and parts of us were here, meaning our soul and our spirit was in these bodies, but we were not activated because we did not know who we are. But then some of you know, and some of you know who you are on a celestial level, and you choose to still be shitty. You choose to still be a diabolical fuck boy or a fuck girl. And you still choose to do fucked up ass shit to people. And I might not look like. So look, you're going in the house. You want me to put her in the house?
No, you good.
Was it wet?
Yeah, it's footprints now.
Oh my God. Oh my God, we're doing a project in my doctor's. Well, not we. She is doing her project. But as I was saying, I might not look brave, but I'm braver than the motherfucker. I ain't scared of shit. I knew for a very long time a lot of shit was projections from other people. I just need to figure out who all the other people were. I dropped hints. I said shit to people. I had conversations with folks, and everybody just lied in my face. I could be saying something exactly how you said it, and I know that you said it, and then you still be like, oh no, I ain't say that. Oh my God, girl. Oh, you going through this and that. What? Like, I can't believe lies. You know? But I'm wrong if I call you out to your face and be like, you're a liar. I heard you in the spirit. I saw you in the spirit too. And then some of you don't have any proof with yourselves because you can't help yourselves. And you still do stuff like I can't feel it, like I don't know. And I do. I choose not to have a confrontation. Not because I don't want to. It's because God told me not to. Because just like investigations go on earth, investigations go on in heaven. Because what y'all motherfuckers ain't understanding is, in order for you to manifest a thing, it don't matter good, bad, ugly, indifferent, fractured, it don't matter. Who got to approve it? Up there? Up there. It doesn't matter what it is. It's manifested spiritually first. Then it comes here. And so, whatever your harvest is, that's what you're going to eat. I understand that when I read the Bible. That's why I don't put out a bad harvest. I don't have a garden of fuck shit. I don't say fucked up shit out my mouth towards other people. I don't put out petitions about other people. I don't say I wish this happened to such and such. I don't say I can't stand this person. I want this to happen. I don't script events, plans. I do not orchestrate trauma. I do not set up another person. And I would never use spirit to do something like that. Also, I can have a soul or capture a soul, or to be looked at as the biggest demon, or to be reverenced, to have a higher title. No. That's not even how you get a higher title. You get a higher title by doing the shit I'm doing. Not doing fucked up shit to people. Just like I am Ra's hidden daughter, I'm the eye of Ra. Okay? Now, I'm also a death angel. That doesn't mean I go out there spewing death on motherfuckers. No. That means I know how to survive it, because Anubis is in my family too. All the gods. I got all the shit from all the gods. But you know this already. And then you wanted to use me. Okay? And so you were using me for devilish purposes. The gods were making me aware. Certain shit had to go on for a certain amount of time, so they all can get their justice and have basically a trail on all the fuck shit from everybody, because they were ending it all. Not an apocalyptic ending, not a flood, not fire, not stuff uplifting from the ground. We chose a different route this time, because it does not matter if they killed all the goddamn people off and started over with me and the man that's the other half to me. Which that's still gonna happen. We still gonna be together. It's the highest order. It's the beginning. So even to y'all bitches that think y'all doing something with that, you not. You not. It don't matter if me and him not together today. We will be together tomorrow. It's like that. Because the highest order don't change because you want it to. That's something that God do. That ain't got shit to do with y'all. What y'all not understanding is the fact that, guess who does that? God. God knows when to activate certain shit on certain people. And God know what to say, how to say it. And God know how to implant them things in your brain to make you do certain shit. You know. And everybody that was trying to run from their curses, no. You can't do it. Because you are putting curses on innocent people. You putting binders on innocent people. You putting hexes on innocent people, and God is not going for it no more. That's why I changed the world. That's why I changed it to the age of Aquarius. Okay, that's why I turned the wheel. Y'all trying to focus on turning the wheel back to the old way of illusion and confusion, delusion. No. There's a reason that time frames are put on shit. Is to end it. So, when God wanted me to come online and tell everybody that, hey, they talking to me in between my ears, they activated me, y'all need to stop this shit right here, stop that shit right here, and God didn't care how I was saying it to you, just as long as I get the messages out. Y'all ain't want to believe it. That was 3 years ago. But guess what you getting in trouble for? Not just for the past 3 years. You getting in trouble for my original activation. 2018. All the shit y'all motherfuckers did. 2018 to now. And then you still getting in trouble from the shit from the past. Because guess what? You ain't cleaned none of that shit up. And a lot of that shit still has something to do with me too. It's like a no-brainer on the math. Because none of you want to heal. None of you want to clean out your system. None of you want to clean out your vessel. It's like your iPhone. If it has 256 gigs of RAM, you reach the max of that shit, the phone start glitching. That's what's happening to y'all. Y'all motherfuckers geeking the fuck out. And I knew it. And I know how to see it. And I know how to look for it. And I understand that you got some goddamn demons that you just don't want to let go of. I don't know why you don't want to let go of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them really up under my control too, because I got the dark and the light. Certified the right way. Like I was already equipped as a kid to walk through the underworld. Come out with the rising sun on top with Ra. Come on now. Who's you fucking with? I was already approved as a kid to walk with Anubis through that bitch and learn. I was already approved to walk and learn. Always. So it's one of those things where you're purposely trying to get around spiritual law. There's no way around that. I mean, you was trying to sever my masculine from my feminine, like literally trying to rip me apart. That's Mother God and Father God, and me, like the two main ones, and then the little ones, and my ancestors. It's like certain things you cannot do to certain people because of what they hold, what they have. Because before there was scripture, books, paper, pens, all that shit, the gods put it in people. They embedded the shit in your DNA, your blood, your nervous system, your vessel, your brain. You know, best way to keep it safe. And I understand that you figured out ways to activate that and extract things from folk through trauma, you know. But that was one of those things where God wanted to see when y'all stepped out of order, what were you going to do with your authority? And you showed them what you're doing to do. Control, divide, and conquer, enslave, and dominate. And God's like, what the fuck? That's the fuck y'all chose to do the whole goddamn time? Ain't nobody chose to grow? Y'all still kept Jesus 2 to 3,000 years in the damn past? You kept spirituality in the past and religion in the past. You sped up technology after you destroyed it, which was further along than this. And then when you rebuilt technology, you kept the 200 years or 150 to 200 years of technology. And then you made the people think that we're only about 50 years ahead in technology when we're further ahead than that in that area. But the reason why you made spiritual shit hidden and certain religious practice hidden, so you can keep doing shit like this to good ass people, to shamans, to seers, to gods, to angels. Come on, Tulip. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
No. Come on. And all God is saying, no, this shit ain't happening no more. Whether you want to believe it or not, or whether you want to believe me or not, I ain't saying it for you to believe me. I'm just stating the facts. My actual vessel is the fact. I'm living, breathing, walking, talking evidence that you still have evidence on that you wanted to kill me and get rid of me. So it's like, all the gods is like, where? Why? No. Because I meant what I said to folk. I meant what I said, period. I was hurt. I was killed. I was done wrong so many times that I knew what I had to do. I had to perfect not dying. And I did that. And I did that so other people can live. I did that so I can anchor in this frequency and balance out the world. I did that because the gods asked me to, and they wanted me to, and they needed me to. I did it because it was supposed to happen. Like, you cannot override prophecy. You can't. Like, I am shocked that all of you people think that you are bigger than God, better than God, more superior than God. It's like your titles and your positions and your heads are so inflated. And the crazy thing, it's inflated with mush. It's like ego, pride, and arrogance, you know? And you think that's what I walk around in. No, I walk around in confidence, knowledge, assurance, with some faith, real belief. Because have you ever gotten so tired of something and you said to yourself, I'm going to change this. I don't like this. This has been done too much. This hurts. I refuse to go back to this, or I refuse to stand in this, or I am not going to tolerate this anymore. I don't know which way you want to say it, but every which way that I could think of saying it, I have said it. And I don't care if you like me. I don't care if you're kin to me. I don't care if you agree or agree to disagree. And I don't care how you feel about it. None of you have been through what I've been through. None of you have felt what I felt. None of you have experienced all the things that I have experienced, most of the time by myself, with kids, and with multiple other things going on at the same time, from you people in different places. And you know what you did. But I got fed up. Every which way around. Still fed up. So even when you wanted to silence me and you took my channels and you stole money out of my bank account and you tried to set me up for jail, you tried to set me up for murder, you tried to put child cases on me, you tried to say I was, oh no, raper, molester. It's like all kinds of fucked up shit you tried to put on me. Okay? I said, let my brain do the work. Because that's what God told me to do. Stay in love and use my brain. So I said, all right. Use it to my advantage. Okay? So instead of me singling someone or people out, I chose to cleanse my insides. I chose to cleanse the world. I chose to put souls back with their right bodies, spirits with their right bodies. I chose to educate. I chose to tell my story. I chose to expose all that's hidden, because that's the era of time that we are in. I chose to liberate, educate, and move people forward. Sometimes it's only a word. Sometimes it's only an action. to get a person to be like, oh my God, I needed that, and yeah, I'm ready to do something different. And I ain't gonna keep this shit up the way this is. You know, it's shifting perspective. You know, imagine everyone that wanted to live and tell their story and they were not able to. And I live. And I'm not only telling my story, I'm telling theirs too. Because that's what they asked for me to do. You know. And if you want to live in this new world, okay? I'm not saying that you need to tell your story, but you need to tell it to yourself to where it makes sense so you can understand the trauma and understand why things happen, and then understand your side, their side, the right side, and the wrong side. And you need to choose another route that does not include hurting another person, because you're still hurting from what has happened to you. Okay? I'm saying this because if I was raped, and I'm just gonna say, I don't know, 16. And I'm 46. Right? And if I chose the path of taking my anger, my frustrations, and my trauma out on other people, right? I am choosing to do that, number one. Then the second thing I'm choosing is the method on what I am going to apply to other innocent people, because I'm hurting in the inside versus healing. So if I decide to run up on every man and beat them up, or if I decided to tell lies and stories on other men, or if I decided to become a raper myself, I'm just trying to let you know it all has a domino effect, a trickle down effect. Hurt people hurt more people, hurt other people, and they don't go after like that same size of the person that hurt them. You know, they don't match it, okay? It's not like let's say if it was a 6'2" man that did it to me, right? It's not like I'm going after 6'2" men that match that person's description or that have that same mentality and they rape women. It's not like I'm a vigilante, right? And I'm stopping the rapers from raping other women. It's like you people have some sick, twisted ways of thinking. And I get that it's from your traumas. And it's like, I'm just going to rape folk. I'm just going to, it don't matter. Kid, it don't matter. Woman, it don't matter. Dog, cat, it don't matter. Man, you know. It's like you're just doing it. And then you're like, I got you. I didn't poke my dick in you. I got you. Poke my dick in you. I got you. And I don't care if you're hurting. I don't care if you're crying. I don't care if you're screaming. I don't care if you're hollering. I don't care if you better not tell me I'm gonna shoot you. You better not do. It's like it's something on the lines of that. It's like you're a serial killer. in all ways of hurting others, not just in rape. You understand? And so when you are of a diabolical nature like that, right? And I'm just using myself. All right? So if I was like that, I'm telling you what you people are doing. You are looking for people. You are targeting people. You are scouting out for people to hurt. And then you know what you do? You say, you say, God, I just can't control myself. I can't control my urges. And this person looks so tempting and I just want to do this to them and that to them. And I don't want to get caught though. And I don't want to get in trouble for this though. And I want you to cover me. And at one point, you folks were getting covering. And that was because you found me, you knew who I was, and you knew I was connected to God, and you knew that God was going to grant every type of wish that I could ever think about having, even in its diabolical nature. You knew this. You used me for that. And then to secure your bag, all right, you violated my vessel to show up in my energy to commit your heinous acts, to confuse the gods. And then you wanted to come off as if you're the saint and I was the sinner. I'm just pointing out what you all were doing. You don't like it because I was shedding light on what you were doing and still doing. Okay? And you want me to like suck it up, deal with it, accept it, so you can continue. In what world? See, the difference before, I was a child. I didn't know what you were doing. I might see you, hey, how you doing? And then you do some form of divination to figure out what angelic path I got going on. And then you figure out ways to traumatize me. And then you're able to get into my skin. Okay? No one ever thinks that you can grow up. And that is the difference between you and I. I grew through all of my trauma. Every single time. It didn't matter if I was put through the same trauma 3 times. I grew from it all 3 times. I learned every lesson I need to learn all 3 times. Because every lesson was different in some form of a way. But I also understood too who you are, how you are, why you are that way. All right? And I knew not to go down that path because I don't want to meet that type of person. I don't want to be around those type of people. I ain't better than you. I'm just not down with the shit that go through your fucking brain. The shit that go through my brain, I want to deal with them type of people. I ain't on the same shit that you on. That's just plain and simple of what it is. That's the difference. You never grew past your traumas. You folks are still looking for vessels to inhabit so you can continue doing your fucked up shit. And I'm telling you, God said, hell fuck no. No, no, no. Matter of fact, Kiki, shut it down for your protection everywhere. I'm going to tell you who to protect. Get it? So, you can be the darkest coven of the darkest coven. Doing all the dark ass shit in the dark, dark, dark. Guess what God do? Go to that bitch with a fucking flashlight. Alright? And he got all your little souls, all your little spirits. And then he getting you up off all them little kids. And then he cleansing out them little kids' vessels and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they don't continue to be traumatized because of something that they parent did, or they cousin, or they uncle did, or they brother, or they sister did, or any of that shit. See, a lot of children not gonna be punished for your shit. You know why? A lot of you have 500 years to 10,000 years of karma. And then guess what? Because I can cover the world or the universe, you want to dump that shit on my black ass. And I took it. That don't mean I was going to keep taking it. And you thought growing up, I don't care if I'm 13, 16, 18, 25, 32, 28, 46. Like, you think I ain't growing up? You think I ain't educating myself? You think I ain't changed? I'm still here, ain't I? I was still getting up. You saw it. I was still going outside doing shit. I was still jumping up off of them operating tables. I was still moving around. And I won't dead. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all motherfuckers won't getting it. But maybe you did. And you wanted to exhaust my bag of lives like a fucking game. Like, let's deplete all her lifelines. You know why you can't deplete it? I wasn't out here doing fuck shit to nobody. I was always still doing good shit for people. Even to the fucked up people that did fucked up shit to me, I was still doing good shit. For myself and others. Because I made a declaration with myself to never, I mean NEVER, never become what I have experienced. Never. I don't care who you are. Never. I don't want remnants of it. I don't want a brush of it. I don't care if it was a part of my DNA. Let me clean that bitch out. I don't care if it was a part of my blood. Let me flush that bitch out. I don't care if it was a trigger from 500 years ago. Let me go ahead and figure out how to heal from that. Because, see, I ain't going to be dealing with the flashbacks. And the only way you keep dealing with stuff is when you don't address it. When you don't come to terms with yourself and what you got going on. When you want to overlook the fact that you got PTSD, ADHD, depression, anxiety, whatever the fuck else you got. It's a book on all the shit. And I don't mean no harm. I really don't. And this gonna sound kind of rude and crude and fucked up. But I've had PTSD, ADHD, anxiety, depression. People would even say personality disorder. Had them shits before. Do you know when you're diagnosed with any of those things, the symptoms are the same for everyone? It doesn't matter your color, your age. Doesn't matter. They know the triggers, the onsets, the offsets. They know ways to heal. They know the vitamins that you can take. They know the foods that you should be eating. They know. Google knows too. YouTube knows too. So you really could learn the information about yourself and reduce the number of statistics by excluding yourself, by healing yourself, by understanding your triggers, by changing your habits, by eating better, by not going around certain people or certain things, by not doing certain things, by learning how to control yourself. Because you can't control other people. The people that want to control other people cannot control themselves. You are the folks I'm dealing with, and that I don't have to deal with anymore. That is the thing. I have removed myself from the equation because it's time for you to deal with yourself. That's the part you don't want to come to terms with. And I am making you do that. This is what I meant by I will be breaking you down to your knees, and you're going to be begging God for mercy and some grace. Because everything that you are running from, you cannot run anymore. Imagine everything you have on a loop, right? And you had included me in the loop. And let's say if I was in that and I took myself out of it, and then you knew how to put me back in it, and I took myself out of it, right? That's a tug of war, ain't it? So I said, if I was your next door neighbor, if I was your brother, your sister, your cousin, your auntie, whatever, if I was your best friend or your ex-friend or your boyfriend or your husband or baby daddy or baby mama, if I was any of those things, you know what? I understand why. If you was my man, then I don't want you to be my man no more. If I don't want you to be my man no more, why am I going to stay with you? See, when you don't want someone in your life, you leave that person's life. Okay? And then when those people still want to intrude on your life, you just move further away. What you people did was you decided you was going to trail my life. So I could not figure out who all of you are and figure out how to get rid of you and figure out how to stop you from attacking me. And I'm saying all the work that you folk put in to do that, you could put that work into healing. And you chose not to. And just because you chose not to heal on fucking purpose, guess what you're getting on fucking purpose? Yourself. Your harvest. Your garden. What did you sow? Wheat or tares? It's clear. All of you sowed tares. Don't you know why you're crying? Now you know why you got all your anxiety? Whatever you got. because you wanted to dump it off on other people. And this is the last thing I'm going to say before I go. Because a lot of folk don't feel ashamed for the shit they be doing at all. So let's say you are a 30-year-old man or woman, and you got a 6-year-old or 10-year-old kid. Y'all fuckers would dump your big ass 30-year-old or 40-year-old problems on a 6 or a 10-year-old kid. And you would give that kid all kinds of anxiety, depression, mental disorders by projecting your fuck shit onto them, putting them in anxiety, putting them in fear, putting them in lack, putting them in hardships, and then making it so they have to get medicine for something because they don't know the difference in projection. In reality, fiction, delusion, or illusion, because you got a cuckoo ass motherfucking mama or daddy or auntie or cousin or uncle or some shit like that. That's why God's stopping the bullshit. That's why God is saying enough is enough. That's why limits are imposed on all the fuck shit. There is nobody in this world that you can hurt, hex, curse, bind for their whole life. For 50 motherfucking years. You know what the max is? 12 years. And it ain't even a max on fuck shit for 12 years. Because you gotta balance it out. So it's really like 6 if you don't really want to get no fucking karma for the bullshit you're doing. But guess what? Y'all have done this shit so much that God has eliminated like your graces for it. It's just, you're just getting your karma. And everybody else is just getting freed. You know, God knows all of you that they want to eliminate. Period. And I'm telling you, I don't have no control over it. That's why you can't tap into me no more. I have no control over who lives or who dies. Period. God does. And because God's frequency is in me, that's why they're making sure you can't get in. So you can't escape your fuck shit that you put out. Alright? And then see, when you had that energetic cord attached to me, wanted to suck me dry, and then when you went to substitutions and things, you like to choose more innocent vessels that don't understand what's going on. And the gods, they know that. And they track that too. It's all designed to still catch you. The old way is over. You're going to have to deal with yourself, or you just won't make it. Okay? Like, I don't know another way to say it. If you want to live, you must do things to show God that you are worthy of living here. That's not robbing, killing, stealing of any nature. That shit ain't no fucking job. That shit is just what the fuck it is. You can't be a deceptor or a manipulator or an illusionist all your fucking life. Like, this is what God be saying. I ain't designed you this way. And if I did make a design like this, oh my God, I have fucked up as a God. Because I don't want this. in my lineage. Because if my lineage has to go on for hundreds to thousands of years, this is always going to be there, eating away at the rest of my bloodline. Eventually, there's no good in it anymore. And if everything is sustained off of a balance, and then you don't want to balance yourself out, and then you don't want to listen to your ancestors, then you don't want to listen to your angels, then you don't want to listen to your gods. And this is what I mean by your gods. The Greek gods. And then let's say you done fucked over your gods. Okay? Then you go all the way back to the first gods. The Kemetic gods. And you done fucked them over too. Alright? Now, if you remember that statue of clay and iron, all the way to the top of the head is gold. And it's the different empires, or the different gods, different eras in time. If you have fucked over all of those gods, where else are you going to go? Who else is going to listen to you? Who else is going to honor your request? Because if you fucked over the angels and the ancestors, right? And let's say if it's a hierarchy, which you know that it is, and then you fucked over the gods, I'm not telling you nothing wrong. The abyss is where you go. Because you still fuck with the shit that you weren't supposed to fuck with. You fuck with the shit that was supposed to be your help and your guide to navigate this life. Not to steal from other people in this life. All the gods are saying is this: if you were a thief in your past life, right? And then you did some divination on yourself, or everything you did led you to thievery, right? And if you had a better path and you never checked into that. See, when God comes online to you, God will say, hey, Billy, you're supposed to be an architect, Billy. But you've been just stealing buildings instead of making buildings, Billy. What's up? You wonder why you're not getting no blessings, Billy? Because you're a thief of real estate instead of being a builder of real estate. You're not contributing. You are not co-creating with the earth, with the gods, with yourself. You are taking away. So when you take away, what do you think they do to you? Take from you. Because it has to be redistributed out evenly to balance out the fucking universe. To balance out the goddamn world. So it'll never stay solely on your side. This shit ain't new. This shit ain't rocket science. This shit is so basic. That's why the motherfuckers that helped y'all create this shit, I want to just punch them motherfuckers in the face. Because is you stupid or dumb? It's like that. And if you still don't want to grow the fuck up, that's where you're going, to the abyss. It's like, damn. Because that's what God's saying. Damn, I got to trash this one. I am not as brave as y'all to fuck over a god. I'm not as brave as y'all to fuck over the God. I'm not as brave as y'all to fuck over an ancestor or to fuck over an angel. I am not. Even though I hold the highest frequency of the land and in the universe, I understand loyalty. I understand respect. I understand that there is a time and a place for any and everything, but there is not a time and a place to be a fucked up individual on purpose. I mean, when someone asks you why you did something, and you say, because I wanted to, on purpose. That's on purpose. So when you get caught for it, you're going to say, no, I don't want to get caught for it. But you did it on purpose. You knew the consequences of it on purpose. You stepped in that direction on purpose. The choice you made was on purpose. You see the negative effects of purpose? So, you purposely fucked with my purpose on purpose. You purposely made me look backwards on purpose. You purposely wanted to fuck my name up, my body up, and kill me off on purpose. And then you thought that you won't gonna get caught on purpose. I've been saying the same thing. It might take a little more time for my shit to hit, but it's hitting y'all asses now. I did the right thing on purpose. It's not funny when you can look around at the majority of people and know they doing fucked up shit on purpose. It is not a good thing when you tell folk, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, you should stop doing this. Or if you can't fight, stop fucking with people. If you run your mouth and you don't want to suffer the consequences of the shit that come out your mouth, stop fucking with people. If you don't want the streets to get you the way you setting up other people out here in the streets, stop fucking with people. Because see, you doing all that on purpose. So when somebody run up on your ass, that shit's on fucking purpose. You get what you put out, your harvest. I don't put out no fucked up ass harvest. That's why I'm still here. On purpose. Standing 10 toes in my purpose. On purpose. Holding it down. On purpose. For purpose. You get it? All right. Do some good shit on fucking purpose. How about that?